Boom, 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 boom. Hey, what's up, everybody? Salondia Hammond here, affectionately known as Suham Baby. I'm hoping that you guys can hear me. I don't know if my internet connection is strong or not. I'm hoping that it is. Let me know if you guys can hear me, and let me know if the internet connection is strong. I want to just share some things with you guys. I've been getting a lot of questions. Let me know if I'm strong or if the internet is breaking up on me. I'm hoping that it is not breaking up. Comment, let me know so I can know what's going on. Let me know. Let me know. All right, Lisa is present. Awesome sauce. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Lisa, let me know if I'm sounding okay. Let me unmute myself and see how I'm sounding on the live. Let me know if I'm sounding okay. Let me unmute myself and see how I'm sounding on the live. Okay, it seems to be working okay. So we're just gonna hope it's working okay. Hear you strong. Thank you. I appreciate that, Fanny's daughter. All right, y'all. So we're gonna talk a little bit about contractors. My name is Salondia Hammond, aka Sue Ham Baby. And thank you. I'm glad. Thank y'all for chiming in. Let me know. My name is Sue Ham Baby with moneywithrealestate.com. And I kid you not, like this week, right? I have had maybe about well, today is Tuesday. So in the last 2 days, I've had maybe about 10 people hit me up and say, Sue, who are your contractors? How do you find contractors? So I figured the best way to do it is just to record, to be live here. And I am live. The time is 8:05 p.m. If you are watching it with me live right now. If you're not, catch it on the replay, it's all good. But I just wanted to share a few ways that I use to find contractors and how I vet contractors. And the thing about it is, this is not in theory. These are things that I have done to find great contractors. Now, when I first started out, I was giving everybody my contractors' names, right? But my contractors then started to get too busy, and they were not really available for my projects. So my mentors were like, yo, you don't give out your good contractors. You don't do that because when you need them, they won't be around. Well, I quickly learned that. So what I have done, because my contractors, some of them have gotten too busy for me, I actually find contractors in different ways. So just recently, I needed a contractor to do a partial rehab on a bathroom for me, right? To remove the old vanities, to remove the old bidets, to install touchless faucets, install toilets, all that good stuff, right? Didn't touch the showers or the bathtub. So it was a partial bathroom remodel on 3 bathrooms. Well, my bathroom man is busy remodeling a rehab for me. So I had to find somebody that could take care of this other property that I have. So first thing I did was I went to thumbtack.com. Thumbtack.com. And I actually found somebody who completed the work here in my house. So again, I'm not speaking in theory. I'm speaking from what I have actually put into practice and has worked for me. So number one is I would recommend you going to thumbtack.com. This is not in any type of order. I'm just going to give you some ways to find good contractors and to vet them. You want to look at their referrals that are online. You want to see if they have Google reviews. You want to see if they have a website. If they don't have a website, that's cool. A lot of my contractors don't have websites and they still do great work. If you want to see if the contractors are licensed in the state of South Carolina, you can go to SCLLR. And that's the South Carolina licensing registration page. And you can put in a person's name and or their business name, and you can see if they're licensed, okay? Let's see. So again, I found the person to do a partial rehab for me on this house on thumbtack.com. I have also found people on Angie's List. Again, you want to look at reviews. You want to find the ones with the best reviews. You want to look at pictures. You want to see that they've done this work. You can find people on Angie's List. It's all out there. Hey, Gloria, glad to hear from you, lady. So good to hear from you. Hey, Lakeisha, good to hear from you as well. So Angie's List, thumbtack.com. Share the video, guys. I'm giving out this free information. Share the video. Just do me a favor and just share it. Now, here's another way that I have found contractors. I was in Ace Hard Rentals today, buying some sealant for a floor. And this gentleman, he knew my mom, his mom and my mom, apparently they were good friends. And so he was telling me who he was, and I was like, oh, okay. And so after we did our greetings and goodbyes, I was getting into my truck, and I looked over and I noticed that the truck he had gotten out of was a work truck. So I opened my door and I politely asked, hey, what type of work do you do? He said, we do all types of construction work. We're on Facebook. We have a website. We're on Google, everything. Boom. That was another way I just found a contractor. So when you're at these specialty stores, like an Ace store, whether you're at an electrical store, you're looking for an electrician, boom, who's going to be there? Freaking electricians. Get their names and their numbers and some references. If you need a plumber, who's going to be at the plumbing specialty stores? More than likely, plumbers. So get their name and their numbers, and if you want them to be licensed, look them up in your state. I'm in the state of South Carolina, and I know that you can Google SCLLR, and you can plug in a person's name and or business name to see if they are licensed in the state of South Carolina. Okay, so that happened to me today. All right, just at a specialty store, found a contractor. Also, I'm always looking at their work. Now, a lot of times when I'm driving, I'm always looking at properties. I'm a real estate investor, all right? I'm also a playwright, okay? Write films, write stage plays. But I'm always looking for creative things. I'm always looking for things that are beautiful, looking for things that are old, that can be made new again. And so when I'm driving down the road, I'm always noticing houses. And when I see contractors, I am pulling over. Why am I pulling over? Well, one, they're contractors. I need them. Two, they're in the middle of working. So if they're working, baby, I can see what they're doing. I can actually see their work live in the flesh, in color, in living color. Okay, I digress. But I can actually see their work. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? So that way I know it's not phony. I know it's real. So I'm pulling over and I'm getting their information. So that's another way that I have found contractors. Another way is through Facebook, right? Go into these Facebook groups, these residential Facebook groups, and ask, hey, who paints in here? Who remodels bathrooms? Who remodels kitchens? Who does foundation work? Who puts on vinyl siding? Go into the Facebook groups, people. It's a wealth of information. It's free. Let me say it again. It's free. It just takes a little bit of your time. Now, you can always go to other investors. And let me tell you, I have had plethora of people coming to me asking me who my investors are. I'm sorry, my contractors are, and I gave them the names and everything freely, right? But now I'm not doing that anymore. So I don't subscribe to LAC, but I'm just being real. When I needed my contractors, they were tied up, or either they were squeezing me in. So and the business that I do, I'm on a time schedule. I got to move quickly because the longer I have a property on my hand, I start to lose money. So I'm trying to get it off of my hand, i.e. by putting a tenant into the home or either selling the home, which means I need contractors who are going to move quickly. You know, the preachers tell you to come and bring an offering quickly, come quickly. All right. That's what I need. Now, so I've given you thumbtack. I'm looking at my notes here. I've given you pull over, baby. Pull over when you see them working. I've given you specialty stores. If you need a plumber, go to a plumber store. You need an electrician, go to an electrical store. I've told you to go to box stores. Okay, I just recently had a fence put up at my property, right? So what I did was went to Home Depot. And Home Depot, if you have a Home Depot card, you can actually get that stuff financed on your Home Depot card. And what they do is they have a listing of people who do the work. Now, mind you, I'm gonna be real with you. They're probably going to mark the pricing up a little bit. Not probably. They are going to mark the pricing up a little bit. But here's the thing about if you are using your Home Depot card. One, you're not paying out of pocket. Two, you are getting someone ASAP to come to your property or your project and measure and give you a quote. Three, they're doing the work ASAP. Four, the work is insured for a certain amount of time. So if anything goes wrong with it, boom, you get them back out there. All right. So you can do it that way. Home Depot and Lowe's do that. There are other stores, I'm sure, that will finance contractor work as well. You just got to inquire. Now, another thing that I like about Home Depot and Lowe's is you can go there, and a lot of times the people who are working in Home Depot and Lowe's, they do the type of work. So you see somebody in the flooring department, 9 times out of 10, they probably do flooring. So you could actually form a relationship with them, get their contact information, and boom, not only can they help you in the store, but they can come to your home and give you a quote. If they themselves do not do the work, they can refer you to somebody. Come on, somebody. I'm telling y'all what I do, what has worked for me, what is working for me. So, yes, some people do overcharge for the work, so it is great to do research. Here's something I want to share with you on how you can kind of do a quote on what things should cost. I normally share this with my students. But there is a website called biggerpockets.com. They have a rehab calculator on there, and you can put in your zip code and you can put in all of the work that you want done. And it kind of like gives, not kind of, it gives you estimates on what the labor should cost and on what the material should cost. So that gives you a mindset on the number amount of what you should be spending. That is one way to compute what the work should cost. Another way to compute what the work should cost is go out and find 3 different contractors and get 3 different quotes and find out what they are charging, right? Everything should be broken down in the scope of work. The scope of work is the estimate, that the estimate of for everything that they're going to do to fix your property or your project. Okay, does that make sense? Hey, Lisa, you're more than welcome. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of people don't know that. Biggerpockets.com. A lot of free, great information on there. I've been posting it on my Facebook page for a while, guys. You can also find lenders for free on biggerpockets.com. All right, but I have some lenders that I use that work, and I'll drop their names at the end of this broadcast. Let's see, what else? Another way to determine if the quote is kind of like in line is Google, man. Google and see what things should typically cost in your area, okay? Google and see what things should typically cost in your area. Let me tell you something. The most expensive contractor does not mean that they are a great contractor. Also, the least expensive contractor does not mean that they are a bad contractor. Basically, you got to vet these people. If you want them licensed, go to your state website and look up licensed contractor. You can look them up by their first and last name and or by their business name. Some people don't have their businesses in their first and last name. They actually have a business name. Some people have their business in their first and last name. So you need to do your homework if you want somebody licensed, insured, and bonded. Now, if you want somebody licensed, insured, and bonded, and you want to go look for them, go to Home Depot. You don't want to pay out of pocket, get a Home Depot card, get a Lowe's card, tell them you want a door installed. They'll set you up with somebody to come out and measure what type of door you want, and boom, they'll give you a quote. You agree with the numbers, they'll set up the date, boom, somebody comes out, they put the door in, boom, you pay for it at Home Depot or Lowe's. The job is done, it's insured, you've got a warranty. Hey, you're going to probably pay 20-30% more, but hey, it is what it is, okay? You don't have to worry about trying to find somebody or hunt somebody down if the job is not done right. All right, what else have I done to find contractors? Of course, referrals, right? Definitely referrals. Facebook groups, like I said, I'm just kind of going back over the different things that I have done. When I have a good electrician in my home or on my projects, I am asking that electrician, do you know a good plumber? 9 times out of 10, people in trades, electrical, plumbing, brick mason, construction, anything that's a trade, 9 times out of 10, they know other great people. And if I got somebody who's a great electrician or a great plumber or a great brick mason, and I trust them, and I know that they do good work, and I know that their work ethics match my work ethics, meaning they are particular about their work. They take pride in their work. They don't try to skim and scam. They clean up on the job. Then of course I'm going to ask them who would they refer, because I know that they wouldn't refer anyone who does not live up to their standards. Does that make sense? So when you have somebody great that's doing work in your house, ask them, hey, can you refer somebody? Prime example, I bought some furniture I bought a chair from Home Depot, and I paid for it to be assembled. Well, when they came over and assembled it, the dude assembled it in like 20 minutes, 2 different chairs, and made like $150 because that was the fee for Home Depot, right? So I was impressed by that. And I was just like, man, there's always a way to get money. So the dude assembled the chair in about 20 minutes, made $150, right? So instantly my mind went to, hey, what else do you do? The guy said, I'm a general contractor. I do some of everything. I said, I need your card. And so that was another way I got some information for a contractor. Gentleman who put the fence up. I said, hey, what else do you do? Because this gentleman put the fence up with precision. He took pride in his work. He was clean. He washed the fence off when he was finished. It's leveled. It's beautiful. So instantly I said, hey, what else do you do? He said, hey, I do chain link fences. I do concrete. And when he said concrete, I'm like, boom, boom, boom. I need your information. So these are ways that I find contractors. All right. I hope that this helps you guys. For anyone who wants a one-on-one consultation, I'm doing one-on-one consultations. You can book those at moneywithrealestate.com. That's how you're going to get my focus time, my focus knowledge. Right now, I try to drop tidbits every so often, but that's just a lot going on with me right now, and I'm thankful for it, but I'm always trying to give back. However, you can go to my YouTube channel on YouTube, and you'll find a lot of great information there. Trying to get a USDA grant alone, having problems finding a contractor. So Anna, if you are just joining, I would ask you to go back and rewatch this video. USDA may have a listing of contractors that work with USDA. Some contractors don't like to do 203K loans. They don't like to do USDA loans. So you have to find someone who's willing to do it. But you can utilize the services that I put in this broadcast to find those type of contractors. Just go back when I end this and watch this to find those contractors. And then also ask the USDA office if they have any contractors they can recommend. All right, because I guarantee you they do. I don't know if you've done that or not, but ask them if they have any contractors that they can recommend to do the job for you. I used to work at USDA Rural Development, and there were contractors that we knew that could do the job. So I'm sure that they can recommend somebody for you. All right, guys, I got to get back to doing what I was doing, like some cleaning, but I wanted to come on at 8 a.m., 8 p.m. See, I'm all out of it. I wanted to come on at 8 p.m. and share this information about contractors so as to help you guys. Share the video. I would really appreciate it. Best wishes. If I come up with other ways to find contractors, I will definitely let you know. But these are some great tips. Get started, vet the contractors. Oh, one other thing. Never give your contractor 50% up front, especially if you've never worked with somebody before. Never give them 50% up front. Always make sure you have a written contract on how you're going to pay them and when you're going to pay them and what you expect to be delivered. Do not do this on a handshake. Do not do that. Do not give your contractors money up front because they can disappear and you never see them again. All right. So for me, I like to buy my materials. I like to have the contractor do the work, and I like to buy my material. Sometimes I get kind of busy, and if it's a contractor I've worked with several times, I don't mind them picking up material, right? But if most contractors, if they pick up material and they pay for it, they're going to charge you. They're going to give you an upcharge, 20, 35%. But if I'm super busy, hey, you know, my time is important. Most times I'm like, go to the store and call me and I'll pay for it, or I'll go to the store and pick it up and deliver it. So you guys work it the way you want, but if you're dealing with a new contractor, personally, I would supply all the materials. I would have them do a day's work, and then I would give them a portion of that labor. But I would never give them money up front, and I would definitely never work with a new contractor and not have a contract in place. How do I find contracts, Sue? You can Google them. You can write a contract up yourself, or you can Google a contract and put in that contract what you want in that contract. All right? And just know that if that contractor does not uphold what they're supposed to uphold, or you don't uphold what you're supposed to uphold, either one of you can go to magistrate court, you know, because you got a contract. You've got a written document that you both agree to, and somebody failed to uphold their end of the bargain. So you can go to magistrate court and take them to court. And that is one of the reasons why you want a contract. All right. My name is Salondia Hammond, aka Sue Ham, baby. with money with realestate.com. Blessings to y'all. I'm out. Yeah.